Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Queen Naomi's unexpected arrival in the palace sparked speculation of a royal takeover as Ooni of Ife is alleged to have ordered Ebony out of his chamber to receive Queen Naomi. Why? They say Ebony screamed. Ebony screamed so much because in her mind she has worked so hard to deserve, some kind of part on the back from the Ooni of Ife because of some of the achievement that she has, gotten lately. Now, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, the British High Commissioner, visited the Ooni of Ife's palace. And from what we are hearing, they said that visit was, something that, came from Ebony. The Ooni of Ife's wives, they have different projects they are achieving. Now, Ebony has been in the UK for the longest of time, since, of course, she got pregnant and she had a baby in the UK, and only recently, for over a year, Ebony has been in the UK. Now, one of the things they said she did, as it is alleged and rumored, was that she made it possible for the British High Commissioner to visit the palace of the Ooni of Ife. And basically, they said the visit took place as it is alleged and rumored, okay? Now, the Deputy British High Commissioner to Nigeria, John Boxer, recently visited the Ooni of Ife's palace, Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunsi, at his palace in Ile-Ife. This visit aimed to strengthen so they said the aim of this visit, is to strengthen, the historical ties between the Buckingham Palace and the House of Oduduwa. Boxer emphasized the importance of maintaining and enhancing the relationship established by previous Onis, notably Ooni Ade Sojo and Ooni Okonade Sewowade, Now, sorry about that name, not pronouncing it well. During the meeting, Boxer expressed deep concern over the recent insecurity in Osun State, particularly the violence and destruction resulting from political conflict. He urged the Ooni, as the paramount ruler of the Yoruba people, to take decisive steps to restore peace, In response, Ooni Ogunsi condemned the violence and called on political actors to prioritize peace over personal ambition, reminding them that no individual is greater than the state. He assured the Deputy High Commissioner that traditional rulers are actively working to restore normalcy and peace in Osun State, The visit underscores the ongoing collaboration between the United Kingdom and Nigeria, focusing on cultural ties and, regional stability, Now, I wanted to tell you why the British High Commissioner was in Ile-Ife. But again, they said, who is this person who made this possible? They said, in fairness to Ebony, it was Ebony, That in Ebony, in the UK, Ebony goes up and down trying to, project Ile-Ife there to the people overseas. And not just Ebony, Blow Blow is doing this and all of that. Before you guys will come for me and say, Delaram, why are you talking so much about them? I am telling you what is going on. I'm not talking about them. I'm telling you what is going on, Now, they say with everything that Ebony did, Ebony was expecting some kind of accolade from the Ooni of Ife, expecting that there will be a tap on her back, expecting, that this very week, is it this very week? Yes, this very week, they had the Prime Minister of, which Prime Minister? One Prime Minister was there, the one that caused that problem between Ebony and the Ooni of Ife and start to be portrayed, right? Then this very week again, this man went there. So Ebony expected some kind of part, some level of, you don't try now, my wife, you dey walk and all of that. But Ebony was there in the chamber of the Ooni of Ife with Ooni of Ife. They were having their conversation and doing their nice things to themselves and talking and all of that, all of a sudden, there was a call that Olori Naomi was in the palace. Okay, I think it was a pleasant surprise that Olori Naomi was in the palace. Now they say the reason why Naomi came, Naomi had come to, give Iyanifa a warm welcome. Okay, now Iyanifa is that woman that has been standing for Naomi. Through thick and thin, anything that has to do with Olori Naomi, Iyanifa will fight, Iyanifa will stand, Iyanifa will quarrel, Iyanifa just wants everything to be okay for Olori Naomi. So when Iyanifa got into Nigeria, it's only normal for, a reasonable person to have come to the palace to greet Iyanifa, and they said that was what happened. And when Kabiyesi found out that Naomi was in the palace, Naomi, from what we heard, they said Kabiyesi asked Ebony to leave the chamber as he ushered Naomi in, and they said that was where the whole wahala started. Ebony started again with royal basbos, crying after everything, with all their contribution. What has Naomi contributed? What is Naomi even bringing to the table? It's love food. It's love. Every time they'll be talking about love and love and love. Let her come and stand up and boast of what she has done, what contribution she has made, what she has done to, put the royal family in a good light. Only recently saw what happened, and that alone brought down the image of the royal family. They said she talked and talked and she was crying. That why is it that she just had a baby? She would be talking to her husband, and her husband would tell her to go out because of Olori Naomi. Who the hell is Olori Naomi? Well, if this information is true, I'm going to say one thing, and I have been saying that thing here, and I will continue to say it. You know what I'm going to say? Do not look for your own husband. The Bible says there are 700 men that have not bowed down to Baal. What that means is that there are still good men out there. Look for your own. You see, people's husband, they stress, because see, at the end of the day, the ones who love their wife, they will still love their wife. One story that they just told us now. One man, the man is living there in Abuja in Nigeria. The man was married to this girl. The girl gave the man 4 children. When things started going south, the man said that girl was the worst person in the world and blah, blah, blah. The girlfriend, before the man will even say, let that woman go, the girlfriend has already entered house. Meanwhile, the man was physically abusive, but the first wife did not let it out one day. The woman sat down there, buckily, took it and all of that. It was this same man that asked the woman to leave. And the woman said, oh, okay now, as I don't chop beating, and no pie, you can't even ask Jara say make her leave. Since I have something to do, ma leave, Nana. So that one back on on. New one enter. New one has stayed though. She got pregnant and gave birth to one child, a girl. Then that fight started. This one started beating the girl. Now say they give the girl pum pum. The whole world no say. Now that time the whole world can no say this man a woman beater. Oh, che! The first wife never been talk. Do you know that they did this thing and did this thing and did this thing? Girl that the other woman bought, they said it's a sickler or sickler, yes, and that girl did not even survive. The girl eventually died. Do you know this man did this thing? Oh, the man now went to church to go and confess that he can never get a wife as good as his first wife. They should beg the wife to come back. The money they are chopping now, they made the money together. Blah, 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 blah. As I'm talking to you, first wife has reunited with the husband. Where is this one? This one, day straight. You see these men, When man get a wife, make una dey leave am alone. That is all I will say. Oh, they say the gbasgbos is not small. Ebony was crying and crying and crying and crying as Ooni asked her to go out and ushered Olori Naomi in. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that the following content is based on rumor and speculation found online. It has not been verified and should not be seen as fact.